So my wifey, say hi. She constructed a little new piggery roof while I was gone. Made it with an old garage door. And then from the recycle yard, all of this is now from the recycle yard, she took a gutter and made a little trough for them. They like the shade that's next to one another, then they can visit each other through the fence. So they enjoy that quite a bit. So Dan, thank you so much for the coffees. We bought these poles with it. Subi, there's the chicken feed for Emmanuel down there. And then we'll be handing feed to, or chickens to Emmanuel now as well, very soon. Okay, so we're back at Im's house. As you can see, he's rushing in with a welding machine. He is going to put a wheel on this gate so it can open easier. He found a jockey wheel in the, for a trailer, he found a jockey wheel in the recycle yard. So he's going to use that to lift this gate so that can open up easier. And then Silent can walk around at night easier as well. He can close him. Silent is Emmanuel's dog. Now for the new viewers, please subscribe. That helps a lot. We spread permaculture into Africa. This is one of the townships that we work in. This is one of our township projects. And so today we brought a layer mesh and poles. I'll show you now what we're going to do with the poles for Emmanuel, as well as the chickens. Where's the chickens? I'll show you the chickens soon. Then we also brought him some mulch. So there's plenty of termites down here that we're busy feeding, and hopefully those termites will now be fed to the chickens. So you can see the termites find the mulch, and then they build little houses around it and they eat that. So my plan with that is now that Ims go and get the chickens used to the yard, and then they get opened while he's in here, so they can just want to pick that up quickly. Seems like they have gone down for lunch, but they are all over the place. In any case, you can see that is a full grown corn stalk that they've been eating. They are all over the place, so we need to fight these termites of chickens very urgently. This is one of the yards that we made for Ims. Sorry, the sound is a bit bad. I was in such a rush to get to a meeting. Threw Emmanuel on the back of Emmanuel's stuff on the back of the bucket, threw Emmanuel on, got the mulch on, rushed into town, and then my meeting got cancelled anyway. Let's put the chickens. So it's layer hens, point of lay hens, that he's got. And so, you know, Joel Salatin has got a they did an experiment somewhere in Europe that he is quoting always, saying if one of 3 families has got 3 or 4 chickens, then you reduce your landfill waste by something like 30%. All your food that gets thrown out of houses, if you feed all of that to chickens and compost, then that turns into a nice place. Ims, you can maybe use those boxes for them to lay in. Yeah, I think. Oh, do you have some nice things? Yeah. Okay. Just need to put some grass inside. Okay. Yeah, you can maybe use some of that mulch for them. For my wounds. I think Silent is seeing some nice food already. Yeah. Okay, so then that's the one quote that I heard that I thought was very nice. The other thing that I heard was very nice is the effect that eggs has got on people's IQs. Feeding eggs to children drastically increases their IQ. They did an experiment, and I think it took a year, and it was a completely different child. So it would be nice to feed Evelyn some eggs, and hopefully she turns out to be as cool as my kids. I'm sure she will. My kids are super cool. Sorry, the car is so dirty. I want to show you. I got a quote for Shade Net. I don't know what I did with the paper now. Okay, but let me show you in any case. these poles, we've got a big project happening here on 9th of May. So this is the first materials that we bought for that. We are going to open this window basically from here all the way this side, almost to the door, so people can come and stand here and then order their things. I'm thinking of putting a solar semi you know, invisible plate in there, so we can have solar light in here, sunlight, and then we build shelves in the shop and we stock the living daylights out of it. We then put steel doors in front of the windows, and yeah, then in front those poles, they get planted there and there, there where the sticks are, and that one where the stones are, that one there, and that stone there, and then maybe we would need one in the middle. These poles were bought by Dan. Thank you very much, Dan. Mikon has also made a fantastic, incredible donation, and Sue B, I think, also made an incredible donation. But if anybody wants to donate and help us turn this into a permaculture shop, that would be wonderful. 9th of May, all of this will come to fruition. This will turn into a whole brand new shop. Those poles will be in action, and we will have a sort of opening as well. So, Im, show me quickly what's your plan?
My plan, I want to put this under here.
Like that?
Like this.
Yeah.
I put something for Salem to come out.
What I would do, turn it upright and put it next to the gate. Up, turn it up. Gonna pick up the thing.
This one?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, like.
Yeah, then weld it onto the top one. Then it can turn back and forth. Then it can turn, otherwise it can't turn. If it can't turn, then you're gonna struggle. So then you weld it to this one instead of to that one. Then it can turn.
How will it turn?
We'll take it off. Let me show you quickly. So you see when the gate goes, it wants to turn a little bit, and then when you come back it wants to turn a little bit again. So what you want, I see. Okay, but you can take out the screw. You can take out the screw from this. There's a screw in there. Take out the screw and then just put this in that pipe, and then the weight of the gate will keep it down.
Like, you use this one?
Yeah, you weld this to the pole, and then this one just slides in, and then the weight of the gate will push that one down into this one. But when it wants to turn, it can. Otherwise you'll have to get your alignment exactly right. You can do it, but it's going to be difficult. That's my idea. Then it's like a trolley, you know, the front wheels of a trolley. They turn for a reason. Yeah. But see if you can open it. There's probably a reason why we placed it on the recycle yards. There's something broken inside probably.
Oh no, this one is the one that, can you remember that time we went to the other trailer?
That we broke in Windhoek. Yeah, okay. Okay, but still, we can try to do something like that. Okay, I think that's it. Did you think about a couple of products to put in here? Yeah. Other than the farm products, other than the vegetables coming from the farm, what else would you put in here?
From the farm?
Yeah, we'll put the things from the farm like the veg and so on, but what else?
A lot of things like chips for kids.
Yeah?
Like when our school is out like this, they can come pick up anything here when they are going home.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that we can sell.
That you can sell, yeah. There's a lot of space inside as well where we can pack.
We can pack.
Would the children buy ice cream?
Yeah, exactly. Like Vanessa was doing ice cream, the thing was buying that, you know where's Choppies?
Yes.
This shop here.
Yeah.
Used to buy the 5-liter bucket.
Yeah.
Then used to come refill now in the.
Okay, and then she scoop it in.
Yeah, it's only scooping. Now for us it's difficult now. For that, we're struggling also with the fruits here inside.
Okay, but if you have a fridge, can you start that again?
We can start it because the kids used to ask each and every time.
Is it for the fridge?
Yeah.
For the. What?
And I think it's only like it was. You have to buy the cones different and the
Yeah.
ice cream different. That's not. It was difficult for us. Sometimes we enter the shop. There's no cones. There's
Yeah.
only ice cream now. You cannot buy ice cream without cones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Emmanuel.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to leave you, yeah? You can continue with that.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
So have a good day.
So Lucas has got a new tool. Zaatsgieter. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. But the last thing we cut was this mulberry. And then after we did that, there was a guy that left a very cool comment saying we should have bent it down and staked it. And then bend that down, and then the side leaves, the side shoots that come off, bend that down and stake that. And then you build like a flat mulberry tree. And so I'm sad that I didn't do that instead of cutting it. So I did ask the community, but I did make the choice before everybody had that chance to give the good opinion. So what I'm going to do is with this little tree, this is a pomegranate that also did well this year. This was also just a little bit of a stick in the ground sort of thing. And it did okay. But as you can see, it's got a couple of thingies. See, there's a main stem down there, and then it's got a couple of shoots. Now what I want to know is whether Lucas should cut it all off, or, well, not cut it all off. Look, you don't... Moenie? Wees net. Whether Lucas needs to chop some of it off, or whether we should leave it for the season until it grows stronger. We want to know your opinion. Yeah, we want to know. Yes, I think that is then going to be the end of my story for today. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.